The Asus U32V is basically a portable and powerful laptop with an affordable price tag. Going for about $600, the U32V is not an ultrabook, but a cheaper and faster alternative you should consider if you're looking for portability on a budget. In fact, the Asus U32V succeeds the U31 line launched back in late 2010, a very popular series at that time. And while the average notebook has gone a long way in the last 2 years, the new iteration, the U32 series, still has plenty to put on the table. We're going to start this review by admiring the looks of this laptop. Yes, it doesn't have the slim silhouette of the ZenBooks, nor is it as light, measuring about 1.2 inches in thickness and weighing nearly 4 pounds, but it's not a massive laptop either. On the hood, you'll find a sheet of brushed silver aluminum on the Asus U32V, while its back is made from black metal in order to properly integrate with the screen's hinges and the battery. The entire underbelly is made from rough-made plastic, and you'll notice that it integrates some cooling grills, an easily removable bay that hides the internals, and the big 8-cell battery on the back. More about that later on. The speakers are also placed on the bottom towards the front part. This laptop offers all the needed ports, and those are lined on its sides. On the left there's the VGA output, the LAN adapter, one USB 3.0 slot, a massive exhaust grille and a card reader. On the right you get the headphone and microphone jacks, another two USB 3.0 ports, the HDMI output, the DC in and a Kensington lock. The ports are rather crowded on this part though, and you might have difficulties, especially if you plan using all the USB ports at once. Opening the lid, you'll notice that the interior is covered in the same brushed silver aluminum that we also found on the hood, and it also spreads between the keys. Asus went for simplicity on this laptop, so the power button is the only one piercing the aluminum cover, while the status LEDs were placed on the right lower corner. All in all, the Asus U32V is definitely a solid build and good looking laptop. When compared to ultrabooks, it will lose, but such a comparison wouldn't be fair anyway, as the U32V is designed to play in a lower league price-wise. This laptop offers a 13.3-inch screen with a matte finish and standard 1366 by 768 pixels resolution. The bezel around the display is made from something that looks a lot like magnesium, but may well be just some solid plastic. I for one couldn't tell for sure which one is it. On top there's an HD webcam and two microphone pins, and the screen hinges might not look that solid, but they are actually sturdy and will allow you to lean back the screen to about 150 degrees or so. Of course, what matters more here is the quality of the screen, and I can say that what Asus offers on this U32V is not bad. It is however a regular TN panel, so don't expect anything extraordinary out of it. But if I'm to compare it with the regular glossy displays we get on 13 inches these days, I'd say this one offers better viewing angles, although the colors are a bit washed. And you can use this laptop in bright light thanks to the non-glare display. So not bad at all, but there's still room for improvement. The keyboard is something I appreciated on the Asus U32V. The keys are tall, maybe a hint too tall, but that allows excellent travel and feedback, thus you'll be able to type in more accurately and faster. The layout is basically the one we've seen on Asus portable machines for a while, with an extra row of keys on the right, but you'll get used to that. In fact, the only thing missing on this keyboard is backlighting. As for the trackpad, it is decently sized, smooth and fairly accurate. It deals well with multi-touch gestures as well. Its entire surface is clickable, but it's so stiff you really have to push hard in order to register any commands. Thus, it's better to stick for the lower corners for clicks, and even those are fairly stiff and not comfortable to press. So you'll probably end up using an external mouse with this laptop. Enough about the outskirts, it's time now to power on this laptop. It will take about 1 minute to boot, and that's mainly because this laptop does not feature an SSD but only a regular 7200 RPM hard drive. Next to it, you'll find however a snappy hardware platform with a dual-core Intel Core i5-3210M processor, 8GB of RAM and dedicated NVIDIA GT 630M graphics. So there's a full power processor and a quite capable graphics system, all inside the 13-incher. Beat that, ultrabooks! All this will allow the laptop to fly despite having only a regular hard drive, but you can easily replace it with an SSD if you want to. The laptop is snappy during average daily use, but can also deal well with more intensive pieces of software like photo or video editing programs. It will also handle all kinds of multimedia content at ease, including 1080p movies and full HD content streamed from the web. Plus, it will handle games as well. I've only tried a couple of titles, including Call of Duty Black Ops, Dirt 3 and Civilization 5, and they all ran alright on native resolution on medium details. This is not, however, a gaming laptop, as the latest titles will put it on its knees, but for casual gaming it can get the job done. More details about performances and some benchmark results are available in the written review on tlbht.com. There's a link towards that in the description below. Of course, sticking powerful hardware inside a compact body usually means that the laptop will run hot and noisy. That's not necessarily the case here, although when pushing the Asus U32V, you'll hear the fans and feel that the bottom part of the laptop will get quite warm. That's why I'd advise you to use the laptop on a flat surface when running games or other intensive apps. You'll barely hear the fans or feel the heat during daily average use though. I should also mention the battery life on this laptop, which is very good. The 8-cell 84 Wh battery inside will last for about 7 hours on average daily use, while performing various tasks like browsing, editing docs, photos, listening to some music, with the battery saving mode selected and the screen dimmed to about 60%. Of course, when dealing with games, the expected battery life will significantly diminish, but it will also increase when using the laptop for very light tasks with the screen dimmed towards minimum. All in all though, I'm impressed. The laptop also comes with Instant on board that allows you 10+ days of standby and quick resume times from sleep, things I'm sure many of you want from a portable laptop. In the end, we should also talk about the prices, and as I was telling you, they are good. Now, I did review this unit before it was officially released in stores, which means that the final prices might see slight variations, but I'm told that the Asus U32V will go for about $600 for this tested version, with only 4GB of memory as default. I'm quite sure we'll also see some cheaper versions as well, with slower Core i3 processors and maybe without the dedicated graphics. But like I said, prices are subject to change. All in all, there are so many reasons why this laptop can become a hit. As I said from the starters, this is not an ultrabook, it's merely a powerful portable notebook with a fair price. As a result, it's not as sleek, light or beautiful as ultrabooks and lacks some of the fancy features like the high-resolution display or the backlit keyboard. But it compensates when it comes to performances. And then there's the price tag, as the Asus U32V is significantly cheaper than the average 13.3-inch ultrabook these days. In the end, I must tell you, this is a portable laptop you must consider. And if you want to read some extras about the Asus U32V, you should also check out the link in the description below that will take you to the written review on tlbht.com. Also, if you like this clip, don't forget to share it to your friends, give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'm sure you'll be interested in our next clips as well. Till then though, thank you for watching, Mike out.